Umuchineke, lovers of freedom, greetings from here. This is Pastor Vam 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 Raphael Chiamaka. For those that are still contemplating or still hoping for restructuring in the zoo, especially Iwanyawu, there is nothing like restructuring in the agenda of the owners of that business center. They don't believe in restructuring. Iwanyawu, have you not heard the vice president? In case you don't know, I have brought the video for you so that you will stop deceiving yourself. You already know that they do not want you. They don't care about you. So why fooling around and hoping for one day restructuring? You must restructure. Is your umbilical cord tied to Nigeria that you must restructure? Must it be Nigeria for you? Is it until all of you die before you know that there's no restructuring in the agenda? Here in this video, the vice president of the zoo is telling you that people are talking about restructuring. He said restructuring his foot. And he didn't end there. He said to hell with restructuring. To hell with it. So that means if you are hoping that one day Nigeria will be well again or will be good because you are hoping for restructuring, you are waiting for hell. That's what it means. That's what it means. So I'm going to be attaching that video. This is for the interest of Iwanyawu and some fools that are hoping that there's one magic that Tinubu will do to bring back restructuring or to bring a regional government. It will never happen because they are playing ping pong with you people. Ping pong. Do you understand? So I'm not preaching gospel for you to repent or believe us, because everything keeps unfolding. We tell you, you don't believe, it comes and plays out. And you still run around and still come back again. Now watch this video and learn if you want to learn for your own good. My name is Raphael Chiamaka, Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Airborne. Watch the video. Please don't mind my outfit because the weather is getting hot here. Watch this video.
Destiny of this country. We have not forgotten that our young men and women are taking part in sports, even when it comes to military activities elsewhere. We have not forgotten that an Igbo man in Ironsi went to Congo and fought and brought glory. So we have done everything to promote Nigeria. I don't see why we deserve this type of treatment. We don't deserve it. Forget about, nobody talking about secession. If Nigeria is restructured, nobody wants to talk about. If Nigeria is not restructured, no structure that is unstable can survive. Nigeria needs to be restructured in order to survive. It's not a matter of some people taking it as if they're comfortable. If you don't restructure Nigeria, and it is the way it is, corruption will continue, bureaucracy will continue, everybody will now come to Abuja. You will have a presidential system where the Abuja president's office is about powerful, the most powerful in the world. Because, see, and everybody everywhere is coming to the same place. You see, nobody is talking about most Igbo leaders, but it's a young boy, like his friends in other places, they're talking about secession. So I want you to remove your mind about contradiction. There is no contradiction. The point is, Yorubas, through young people there have said it. Igbos have said it. The Jaws have said it. Even the Northerners have said it. So everybody says something is wrong. And if something is wrong, do we now say, you want to tell me here it is good?
Elon Musk is talking about constricting the journey from London to New York to 31 minutes. But unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my foot. To hell with restructuring. Let's improve on the quality of governance. let's work for the people, let's invest in education, let's create jobs. All this madness will evaporate. I rest my case.
In-depth analysis.
I have been part of a committee that investigated the atrocities of the Boko Haram. And that committee indicted the military more than anything else. There is no house in Borno that the military has not plundered. There is no house in Borno. There has been committee after committee set up by the government. And the government has failed to bring these people to book. In fact, this current leadership of the military in Nigeria today are an extension of that one. And this government has failed to even acknowledge the reports of those investigations. We all know today that in this government, papers have been given, investigations have been made into the atrocities and the corruption in the military. We all know today that the Air Force, the papers or the investigation of the Air Force has been made public. That of the Navy has been made public. But that of the Army has been swept under the carpet by this government. Because they are not only sustaining it, they are not only retaining those culprits, but they are still serving in various capacities in this government, of a government that is supposed to be fighting corruption more than any other place, or more than any other thing. Now, with this, we should also look at the irresponsibility of the political elite. The political elite in this country have done nothing but to cash in on this poverty, on this ill education of the mass majority of Nigerians. They use them, they have used you and turned your psyche into slaves, slaves of religious and ethnic manipulations. No one has ever seen the son of a governor even going out to campaign. No one has ever seen the son or the daughter of the president going out to campaign. And no son of even a councillor, not to talk of a senator or a chairman or a governor, that has been abducted or that has been slaughtered on the streets. But the idiots that call themselves the masses allow themselves to be used through religion or ethnicity to divert attention, but to continue to make you into slaves that will be exploited again and again unending. So until you put into your thick heads that you are no slaves to anybody, that the resources of Nigeria is ours, then you will continue to be enslaved. You will be where you are forever, starving. I have never seen the son of the imam being slaughtered or rioting. Neither have I ever seen the son of the pastor. I don't know the difference between a Christian child and a Muslim child. Ladies and gentlemen, we can go on and on. However, the crux of the matter is that we don't have a nation. As it is, we don't have a country. Because the primary responsibility of every government, that which gives legitimacy to any government, is to secure the territorial integrity of that nation and to provide security for lives and property, and to give us an enabling environment to live and to sustain our lives without hindrance, without fear of being kidnapped or being killed or being assassinated. That is the primary responsibility of any government. Any government that fails to do this lacks legitimacy to govern and lacks and should be said to have failed, woefully failed. It is left to Nigerians now to decide, to wake up and say, have I been given what is duly mine? Have you received it? Or are you still parasites? Are you still slaves in your mentalities? You have to be able to think. As for our military, we are demanding a thorough overhaul of this military. Anything short of this is a cahoot. Anything short of this is, to say the least, the government is a beneficiary. The people in government are benefiting. For so long as you see crime within the prism of tribe or religion, you are part and parcel of the problem. Because you are perpetuating it, you are not looking for solutions. And what does it matter? What does it matter to the victim? Does it make any difference to the victims of Mambila, Benue, or Zamfara, under which government they were killed? The dead is dead. The orphan is orphaned. Does it matter who made it happen or who allowed it to happen? So, ladies and gentlemen, I can't say much because I did not even prepare a paper. You have to forgive me. But we all have a responsibility, not only to ourselves, but to our children. Anybody, I have said, who sits on the fence without saying anything or doing anything is either a coward or a hypocrite, or both. So the choice is yours. I'm not a coward, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm a fighter. Fight along with us.